Hello everyone and welcome to the Pocono Raceway, the tricky triangle here in Pocono, Pennsylvania for the running of the Hershey's 350 at Pocono. 36 Crown Royal Truck Series drivers, of course, always in this series, 36 truck fields, but they are here for Pocono, the tricky triangle, and Jacob Edson, the defending winner from last season. He rolls off in 7th, but his ex-teammate Diego Yepes stole the pole this weekend. Diego, a great speedway racer. Just wait until we get to Michigan in the chase. That'll be a race that everyone will be watching for Diego to dominate. But the DYI truck starting first and in 5th. Alex Beniaco making his first truck start of his career. He rolls off in the 5th position. And Diego Yepes Incorporated's number 13, DJ Curtis, starts 9th. A great showing by those three drivers. And Ford in general, they start 1st, 5th, 7th, and 9th today with Ryan Butcher in P10. But Chevy kind of showing some speed here early on. It is Colton Lane and Matty Porta starting 4th and 8th. Great run for Chevy, but the Dodgers are still up here with Jay Jefferson in 2nd, Kalen Nosler 6th, and one Toyota inside the top 10. That's Aiden Burkhardt. His teammate Blake Maurice starts in the 11th position. And as we'll go ahead and take a look back at some of these drivers as we go down the starting grid, there is Blake Maurice in that number 11. He will start 11th, but alongside him, Zachary DeLello. After a heartbreaking Richmond race for both Diego and Brady, that shook up the championship hunt very well, and Zachary DeLello is the driver in that number 57. He'll be starting 12th today, not 6th. He wishes he'd start 6th, but he's starting a bit further back behind Diego. He has 8 points behind Diego in the championship. That's what we're looking at right there. There you see the Reese's duo. Carson Bowers and Peter Onjak running similar paint schemes here, and also Anderson Reed will be in the Reese's Pieces number 04, I believe that's what is on the truck, but those three are running that, while Tim Foster will run a white chocolate Reese's truck. There you see Brandon Morris in 6th. In the 6th, he is 4th in points, only 21 behind Diego, and right now he's only 1 point behind Brady. Remember, Burkhardt Morris Motorsports broke apart this season, and Brady went over to Shade Burkhardt Motorsports to combo with Shade Eves in that. And then Brandon took his truck to BK Racing, their satellite team, the Burkhardt Morris satellite team. And Brandon will be driving this 6th truck for the remainder of the season. Valvoline on it today. Sundrop could not get a deal worked out for this race. Will be moved to later in the season. There's Jake Galloway making his first start for the racing group. After a while, NXT UK has stayed on to drive for the races that this 30 is on with Jake Galloway, of course, the Britain driver. Jake dominating in the Mountain Dew Custom Series right now. He lost his points lead there. He's down to 15 points, but the rest of the field in that series looking great. There's DJ Gibson in that 53 a bit further back. He drove his way to a win in the Mountain Dew Custom Series last season. And here's Tip Foster and Anderson Reed. They are both right there starting at the back. Brady also in the back. He starts 29th. And last week's winner, Eli Bright, rolling off 30th. Larry Hagan, Alex Kraft, Gatlin Downey in this 19 was nabbed after post-qualifying inspection, and that's why he is at the back of the field. But we are ready to go racing here at Pocono. It's going to be 40 laps. Let's go down trackside for the commands to fire the engines. But before that, we thank you guys for tuning in for all races this season. 9 races of the 13 race regular season is right here, and we'll go ahead for the command.
Drivers, start your engines!
Pepsi and the NSDCA have teamed up this season to bring you the Pepsi Pole Award for the fastest qualifier in all 20 races this season in the Crown Royal Truck Series. This time, it is a 2-time pole this season for Diego Yepes, his 2nd of the year in the Hershey's 350. Diego will be rolling off on the front row. He's looking to bring it home at a speedway, one of the tracks that he loves. And after ratings day with a good increase to his team, this could be a great day for Diego Yepes Incorporated and Diego himself. And with that, the engines are fired up, and Diego Yepes and Jay Jefferson will lead us down. Both of them have wins this season, putting them basically into the chase. Of course, Diego looking for that regular season championship. The rest of the starting grid will roll across your screen, but a great job by the Diego Yepes Incorporated drivers. There is the number 52 of Alex Beniaco. He starts in 5th. DJ Curtis starts in 9th. You got Zachary DeLello back there. But again, JRI coming up strong. Colton Lane in this number 3 in just his 3rd truck start. He's going to be rolling off in the 4th position, and Matty Porta back there in 8th as well. Great runs for JRI, but you got AJ Jones. He's starting at the tail end of the field in 35th, and Gatlin Downey, of course, he had failed inspection. He is in 36th, but the track stats here for today, presented by Monster Energy. It is going to be a 40-lap race, 100 miles. The pit window, though, only 15 to 18 laps, means that we could be seeing either some fuel strategy early on, or if this goes green the entire way, 2 pit stops, and then the end will be a big gamble to see who has the fuel. Defending race winner Jacob Edson, he started 9th last season. He starts 7th here, so it might be a little easier for him to get up there. But Johnny Zod in that number 72 from last season, he led the most laps at 14. He is not in this race. So the question is, do you want to dominate the race, or do you want to just sit behind that leader the entire time, make your move late? Depending on who that leader is, it could be Diego Yepes in the 77, and he's a hard driver to pass. So, as we come out of turn number 3, 40 laps here in the Hershey's 350. Yepes on the front with Jay Jefferson, Aiden Burkhart, Colton Lane in row number 2, Archibald Buttersworth, Kalen Nosler row 3, coming down to take the green flag. Yepes leads us. We're racing. Green flag is in the air at Pocono. Jefferson with a nice jump. Aiden Burkhart's going to be right on the back bumper of him. You do not want to go 3 wide many places. These guys will pinch it together, and it'll just be chaos from there. But 2 by 2, 3 wide further back. That's Blake Maurice on the inside of DJ Curtis. Jay Jefferson walks it way up the track, but a great job by Kalen Nosler. Him slowing down kind of gives him some room. 3 wide off of the corner. You're going to see some beat and banging coming off of turn number 1, but down the back stretch it is Yepes versus Aiden Burkhart. Will Aiden try to make a move? Looks like he's going to tuck right back in, just take that draft the entire way. But as we head to the corner, Jay Jefferson, it looks like there might be something amiss on that 48. He's all the way back to the 8th position, so struggling day for him. 3 wide through turn number 2 is very hard, the tunnel turn with all those bumps. Alex Benyako into 3rd. Jacob Edson, defending race winner, he is in the 4th position. But let's take a look at the Mountain Dew Custom Series defending winner at Pocono. They are not here this season. Last year was just a scheduling, a quick schedule change at the end. But Anderson Reed, he's in the 32nd position. Ferran Jotto started in the back. He won this race with Evernham Equipment last season in the Mountain Dew Custom Series. In 4th, Colton Lane. Right now with Alex Benyako in 3rd. Both of these guys fighting for the Mountain Dew Custom Series championship together on 2 of the top teams. Right now, Diego Yepes leads over Aiden Burkhart. Coming off of the corner, as we said, this could be a chaotic corner right there, as you can go 2 and 3 wide down. Right now, they're just 2 wide. And another thing about Pocono, the long straightaways capped with these trucks not having a very high top speed means that drafting will come into play. Anywhere you see a fast track, really drafting is going to come into play. These trucks do not create, are not very slick in the air, as you can see how clunky they are, and they provide a lot of drag, a lot of holes in the air behind them, which means draft is one of the big keys in this series. Jacob Edson now on the back bumper of Blake Maurice. Blake is really tearing his way through the field, up to 4th from starting in 11th. Jay Jefferson with a move down there. You see the top 7 getting about single file right now with Diego Yepes out in front. Jay Jefferson further back. Nathan Stapleton might have gotten a piece of the wall there. There is Peter Onjak in one of the Reese's trucks. He's coming off of a 7th place finish at Richmond. Chicagoland, of course, 2 weeks ago. Whoa! Edson and Maurice gonna get sideways off of the corner there. Aiden Burkhart now gonna jump to the inside of Diego Yepes. You got Alex Benyako in that 52, but Aiden's gonna go ahead right to up there, takes the lead away from Yepes. Alex Benyako hanging right in there in that 52 truck. Blake Maurice, Jacob Edson, Colton Lane, Jay Jefferson, Ryan Butcher, DJ Curtis, and Carter Friesen at the top 10 right now. In the Hershey's 300, a little bit of contact further back between Porta and Gibson and DeLello, and Porta's going to be riding the wall. He is not happy about that, and Gibson gave him the bump, but that's going to be Zachary DeLello pulling right away. DeLello only 8 points behind Yepes, but this is not what he wants to see right now. Yepes up there. He led some laps, got those bonus points. Now he's looking for a top 5 run, looking for the lead on Aiden. No, Aiden's going to carry some speed out of the corner. Yepes trying to catch right on up there. But as they come off the corner, it's Burkhart, Yepes, Benyako, Maurice, and Lane, your top 5. Bit spread out further back, and there's a bit of a gap between the 2 packs. Diego Yepes is going to be the 77, diving for the race lead now against Aiden, looking to take it back from the 00. And as they go through the corner, Blake Marie's trying to gain on up, but Yepes now to the inside of that 00 as they work their way off of the tunnel turn into turn number 3. And Yepes now on the inside. Burkhart's going to run it very wide. He's out of the groove into the marbles up there. No one's really used that except maybe Matty Porta last time by. But Yepes now in that 77. He's going to go ahead, take the race lead back from Aiden, get himself another lap led as he pulls around the 00. The rest of the field further back, it's pretty stacked up at the very back of the pack. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at that. And yeah, there's Anderson Reed. He's 33rd. Last week's winner, Eli Bright, 32nd. Eli to make the chase. He still has to finish inside the top 20 in 4 races in points. Right now, he's now moving into 32nd. He was 33rd a moment before. You see AJ Jones, Mike Cook, Alex Kraft. Also, Alexander Rowe. Paul Jackson, he's 5th in points. He's struggling right now. Gatlin Downey had the inspection failure. He's up at now inside the top 30. Gained some spots. There's Tip Foster in that Reese's white chocolate number 40. Of course, this is the home track for Reese's. You see Red Bull up there. A big pack of trucks right here trying to work their way around Colton Lane and Carter Friesen. Looks like the Chevys are kind of stacking them up right here in this middle of the pack. There is Kalen Nosler in that 02. He's right on the back bumper of Ryan Butcher. There's Zachary DeLello. But let's take a look at this. Some of the drivers in this pack looking to win a race to get themselves into the chase. Jacob Edson, 13th in points coming into here. Last season, he had a win and he was running away up front with Diego Yepes. Now they're going to go like 3 wide, a couple rows deep. Edson gave him the block. Nosler almost cuts off Ryan Butcher right there. You got Matty Porta in the middle. But this is chaotic. Jacob Edson, 13th in points. He's looking at the possibility he needs to win to make the chase. Zachary DeLello, Brandon Morris both controlling themselves in the championship right now. But DJ Gibson is 9th in points. Right now, he has the wild card spot because there's only one winner outside of the top 8. That's Eli Bright. But if he gets passed by Gatlin Downey, Matty Porta, further back there, he loses it. And especially if one of the drivers inside the top 20 in points from 9th to 20th win a race that is not DJ, he gets knocked out if Eli Bright and that other winner make it in. So DJ, really you're not safe unless you're inside that 8th position in points if you're 1st to 8th in points. But Gibson right now sitting 9th looking for that run. There you see Peter Onjak. He's 15th in points. And Tib Foster 16th. Carson Bowers 19th. The Anjado trio right there, 3 wide further up with Gibson and Lane as the leaders have pulled away right now. But Peter in that number 44 is really the driver that everyone's looking to get that win. Peter's not won in over 3 seasons, and he's looking to try to break that soon. Ryan Butcher is 20th in points. He's on the cutoff to even win a race to make it in, and right now as they run, he is 60 points behind the cutoff as he entered this race. So Ryan in the 16, really, he just needs to win. He's at almost a must-win scenario because it's not going to be easy to gain up 60 points on drivers like DJ Gibson, Blake Maurice, Gatlin Downey, and even Matty Porta, who stands right there. Porta is 10th in points. He would get the wild card spot if Eli Bright falls out of the top 20, but right now he is out of the chase. Brady Burkhart, one of the drivers contending for a championship. There's Carson Bowers. You got Christian Vargas, Nathan Stapleton, and further back, just going to check back through for some more championship contenders. Matthew Eves, 21st in points. He is 8 points, or no, he is 16 points behind Ryan Butcher for that 20th position. So he'd have to gain 16 points on Butcher, pass him, then win a race. Eves for Shade Burkhart Racing, he has the number 11's equipment now, but Eves just has not done anything with it. This pack of trucks also, look at how stacked up they are. This is going to be chaos soon. But Matthew Eves in that 83, just nothing going right for him this season. Logan Cloud as well. Cloud, 22nd in points. He has to win to get in and still gain inside the top 20. You got Tib Foster. Foster is 16th in points. Exide giving a little bonus for a certain finishing spot in points, which isn't the chase, but Tib still wants to make that chase, especially with the win. Red Bull Motorsports, you got Gatlin Downey, Nicholas Wade, and Sebastian Kukulon all back here. Kukulon having one of his worst seasons to memory, even after his first season with Ford Performance Racing. At least last season in the Crown Royal Truck Series, he was contending for the chase. Right now, he is 18th in points, very far behind, still 72 away from Diego Yepes, that points leader. But the rest of the field, Paul Jackson safely in, Mike Cook sitting at the back. But as we go back up front, the top 5 have absolutely pulled away, 3 seconds ahead of that pack that's squabbling. It's Diego Yepes, Aiden Burkhart, Blake Maurice, Alex Benyako, and Jay Jefferson. Now those guys further back, you see Edson, Nosler, Gibson, DeLello, they're trying to kind of get their own little pack together, try to pull away. You got Brandon Morris jumping into that, Peter Onjak. But this pack back here, they've been battling hard all race long. But let's just talk about Alex Benyako making his first career Crown Royal Truck Series start. He's right now third in the Mountain Dew Custom Series Championship points, just a race behind Jake Galloway, but we saw at South Boston, you could really gain on Galloway if he has a bad day, in South Boston, one of Galloway's worst tracks. A lot of short tracks coming up for Galloway in the Mountain Dew Custom Series. Might be a struggle for him. But Alex Benyako in this number 52, he sits in 5th for Diego Yepes Incorporated, the first driver for DYI to actually qualify this 52 in, and he qualified in the 5th position. A beautiful performance for Alex Benyako today, and he's inside the top 5, battling with some of the greats of the NSDCA. Diego Yepes, an 8-time winner. Aiden Burkhart, Blake Maurice, they have 8 wins combined. You got Jay Jefferson in that 48. He won just 2 weeks ago. A strong Texas Star Racing truck. And then Alex Benyako, the rookie, in his debut start in a truck, right now in 5th. This could be great. He's rumored with retiring later on in the season, or at the end of the season, I should say. But right now, he's doing very strong. 10 laps through this race, still inside the top 5. Kalen Nosler, just give him a shout out, driving this truck very well, coming off of an injury after Auto Club a while ago, and he is now in Evernham as Fitzwater Australia, and Butcher Gatorade Motorsports pretty much left him out to dry. Noah Clifton took the 59 ride, and then the 78 shut down. But Nosler inside the top 10. Morris is going to rough him up a bit, but Nosler inside the top 10. Very strong. Peter Onjak in that 44. There's Brady Burkhart. Carson Bowers also moving his way up. Onj Auto really struggling with funds. We've seen that a couple times this season, and especially after Richmond, they're going to be stuck in the negatives right now. They just need some good finishes and not to tear up the truck today. I thought we'd be seeing a lot more crashes than we've seen. Oh, Caitlin Nosler's around. The whole field splits them. And caution is out. Aiden Burkhart now taking the lead away from Yepes. It looks like Daytona all over again. The entire pack kind of left Diego out to dry, but it will be Aiden Burkhart leading us back to the line. 11 laps through, and we get our first caution here at Pocono. Kalen Nosler in the O2, we were just talking about him, how good his season has been since he came to Evernham. Had a very strong run at Richmond last week as well, but gets spun around in the tunnel turn. That is going to pretty much be the end of his chances at a strong finish. But as the field cycles back around, we're going to go ahead and get on up. They might stack up here. Pocono very troubling with these stack ups. It looks like wow, little cleaner than we're used to at Pocono, but that is our first caution of the race, and you'll see people just bashing each other here. But Aiden Burkhart in that 00, he took the lead away from Yepes. Jay Jefferson there in 2nd. Diego Yepes 3rd. Maurice 4th. And 5th is Alex Benyako. You guys saw the battle for the race lead in the side-by-side. But that pack was really far away from the rest of them. And as we scroll back through, we're going to wait and see if we get some pit stops. Remember, fuel window about 15 to 18 laps. We are on lap 12 right now of 40. And yeah, you see everyone kind of just shuffling their way down to the inside of the track. It looks like they're all going to be taking their way down pit road. But this could be the first pit stop of 2 today. As right now, 12 of 40, that is guaranteeing a pit stop. Because this track, 2.5 miles, and if you stretch the pit window enough, you could only make till about lap 30, lap 31 without saving, and that'd be 9 laps of saving fuel over 15 miles. That would be a struggle for these guys to try to save that much. But as we come down, Aiden Burkhart going to lead the field down with Jay Jefferson and Diego Yepes. Everyone going to come down to the attention of their crew. Burkhart's going to be the first one on in. We're going to go ahead and show you guys all 36 pit stops right here as the pit signs come down. All of the trucks pulling into their pit stops, and now 2 or 4 tires. You're going to have to take fuel. There's no way you can make it more than 6 laps right now without fuel. But who goes 2 tires? Who goes 4 tires? Looks like everyone going the 4-tire route, which is pretty smart. But now it's just down to the performance of the pit crews. Aiden Burkhart will lead us back out. Second, it looks like might have been Yepes, but the rest of that will come up on your screen. DJ Curtis and Alex Benyako made some contact on pit road. Benyako is going to lose the spot to Brandon Morris. Everyone else coming out. Carter Friesen with some troubles on pit road. He is one of the drivers right there on the bubble for the chase. He is in the 7th position in points. And he's going to come out maybe 35th. Kalen Nosler going to be the last one out. but it looks like it is. Aiden Burkhart leading them out with Blake Murray second. DJ Gibson up to third. A great pit stop for the Zachary Racing 53. He's going to be running strong. Diego Yepes fourth. Jay Jefferson fifth. Brandon Morris sixth. Alex Binyako goes from fifth to seventh. DJ Curtis eighth. Zachary DeLello ninth. 10th. Brady Burkhart. Matty Porta is going to move himself up. You also got, that is Carson Bowers in the 25. Matthew Eves. Jose Perez in that 35. Again, it's a heartbreak for the Gatlin Downey Incorporated team. They did not enter Sonoma because they were scared of money costs, and right now with Jose Perez 14th, if he was able to bring a shock win, he could have made the chase, but since he did not compete at Sonoma, he will not be able to. There's Edson. The rest of the field cycling around, but it is Carter Friesen with the big loss. He goes to 35th on that pit cycle, and 34th actually. He beat out Mike Cook and Kalen Nosler, but that's heartbreaking for that team. But Kalen Nosler in the 0-2 was the one that spun around down in turn 2. And it was Zachary DeLello who actually gets into the back of him here. He dives to the inside. Nosler tried to block him, and he goes right up into the wall. 0-2 spins in, but not much damage, and what a save by everyone getting through this nice and clean, and it's just a one-car crash. But Zachary DeLello just tried to get inside of him, and Nosler tried to slam the door a little too late, puts that 0-2 in the wall, and everyone goes on board the front bumper here on Zachary DeLello as he just kind of drives right into the side of him, and the 0-2 goes around. So we'll get you guys back to the action here in the Hershey's 350 in just a few minutes, but after 16 laps, we are under our first caution at Pocono. Back live at the Pocono Raceway for the Hershey's 350 at Pocono, and it is Aiden Burkhart leading them around. Diego Yepes was second off of pit road. Blake Murray's third. Jay Jefferson fourth, and DJ Gibson P5 in sixth. Brandon Morris seventh is Alex Binyako. Eighth, DJ Curtis. Ninth, Zachary DeLello. 10th, Brady Burkhart. And 11th is Matty Porta. 12th, Peter Onjak. 13th, Ryan Butcher. 14th, the 3 of Colton Lane. And 15th is Carson Bowers. And 16th, Nathan Stapleton. 17th, Logan Cloud. 18th, Jose Perez. 19th, Matthew Eves. And 20th, Jacob Edson. The rest of the field you can see as we just scroll through that real quick. All 36 trucks still on the track, so this is going to be an insane restart. We saw the top 5 work together, pull away from the field, and then start battling with each other. Will we see that again? Who will be trying to make moves on this restart? Will we have another restart in this race is the question, but cautions breed cautions. Aiden Burkhart and Blake Maurice, two of the 4 full-time Shade Burkhart Racing drivers. They are first and third, with Diego Yepes and DYI all sitting inside the top 10. Getting ready to go back green here. It's going to be lap 16 of 40. We're going to have 25 to go. Coming up on halfway soon. Aiden Burkhart, Diego Yepes lead us down. Green flag is back in the air, and we're racing at Pocono. And a flyby down the front straightaway as they start to get up to speed. Couple trucks trying to pull out a line as they go down. But as they go 2 by 2, Yepes and Maurice diving down to the inside on Aiden. You got DJ Gibson throwing that 53 up there. Remember, Gibson 9th in points. He needs a good finish here to put himself either inside the chase, but a win would be even better. He ran very strong here in the Mountain Dew Custom Series race last season. Now looking forward, could he be making it 3 wide on Maurice? No, they're just going to stay 2 by 2. No, he's going to throw it in 3 wide under both Blake and Aiden. They make contact all the way up the pack, all the way up the track. Maurice bounces off the wall, and now Brandon Morris moves that 6 into second. Zachary DeLello, Brady Burkhart. That is not what Diego Yepes wanted to see, because here comes his 2 championship rivals. Brandon's going to walk it into the wall. DJ Gibson, that was an aggressive move on that corner and shoves Blake and Aiden outside of the top 10 now as they drop back. But the big 3 are 1, 2, 3, Yepes, DeLello, and Burkhart. Brady looking all the way to the bottom. No, he's going to try to work with Zachary into this corner, and look at the run they just mounted. Yepes throws the block, but they stay 1, 2, 3 with now DJ Gibson in 4th, and look at DJ Curtis fighting for 5th with Matty Porta. You got Jay Jefferson up here, but DeLello and Burkhart not letting Diego run away with this race. Brady's going to look down for second. The rest of the field kind of scattering further back, but the top 5 starting to break away once again as those guys battle further back. Now Brady's going to look to the inside. Flyby through the tunnel turn as the field gets on through. This is the dangerous part of the track right there. It really narrows up. There's not a lot of grip in the tunnel turn, a lot of bumps, but now DJ Gibson's going to look to the inside with Zachary DeLello with Brady Burkhart. You got Jay Jefferson in that 48. He is right there on the back of them. There is Matty Porta, Aiden Burkhart. Porta, another driver on the cusp of the chase. Aiden Burkhart as well. He's 12th in points, looking for a win that could propel him in. Don't count out Ryan Butcher. You got Peter Onjak inside this top 15. Brandon Morris, he's pretty much locked into the chase as long as he doesn't have anything go wrong. But inside this top 5, 4 of this top 5 are already pretty much shoe-ins for the championship. DJ Gibson in that 53. You got Matty Porta, Aiden Burkhart, Ryan Butcher. They are all threats for this championship run. And if they all win and stay inside the top 20, that could shake it up real far. Brady Burkhart now to the inside of DeLello, and he's going to make the pass this time, now on the back bumper of Yepes. As the field comes around, you see all 35 trucks, or 36 trucks, I should say, all close together. As they head through turn number 3, Brady is now going to lose a lot of time to Yepes. Yepes pulls away. DeLello up there in the 3rd position, trying to mount a charge. But again, DJ Gibson. Look at DJ Curtis in this 13 for Diego Yepes Incorporated. The highest run for the 13 truck this season. They're up in 8th. And Alex Banyako hanging on. One truck blowing up at the back. That is Colton Lane, and it's right in front of the whole field. They're going to stack up. Might be 3 wide into the corner. He takes it to the grass, trying to stay out of it. And what a scary moment there, but Colton Lane's number 3 going to expire down the front straightaway. That's going to hold up Jacob Edson, and a couple trucks now spreading out the field. But it looks like the top 8 have pulled away. Zachary DeLello going to look back to the inside on Brady Burkhart, and he's going to try to make it stick. He will, but look at Matty Porta now inside the top 5 for Jones Racing Inc. Brian Butcher throws it right into the wall. Heavy hit there, and you got Logan Cloud in this 92. If he can somehow take a surprising victory, he is 22nd in points, looking to head into the top 20. Carson Bowers right there. You got Peter Onjak now starting to drop back. Larry Hagan, Jose Perez. There's Nathan Stapleton in that 80. You also got Jacob Edson, Tib Foster. There's the Red Bull duo. AJ Jones, the owner of that number 3, has Colton Lane. I think he should be able to make it around. He's at 80 miles an hour. He should be able to make it to the end. But the drivers, these guys, could be rushing into that corner soon. But Lane, it looks like, yeah, he should be able to make it around and back around before those guys catch him. The top 8 stay single file, trying to pull away. The rest of the field a bit spread out. They're trying to work their way to the front, but it is the big 3 of Yepes, DeLello, and Burkhart. 1, 2, 3. Brady's going to look back for that 2nd spot as he moves around Zachary DeLello. Gibson, Porta, Jefferson, Aiden Burkhart, DJ Curtis, Logan Cloud, and Alex Banyako, your top 10. We're going to go ahead, take it to a NSDCA nonstop, bring you guys back to the action in just a few minutes. Back live here at the Pocono Raceway. Diego Yepes continuing to pull away from DeLello, Burkhart, and Gibson as they squabble for their positions. Jay Jefferson, Matty Porta, and DJ Curtis right behind. That's the rest of your top 7 with Aiden Burkhart, Logan Cloud, Alex Banyako, the remainder of the top 10. Remember, as we said at the beginning of the show, last season, Jacob Edson, he started in the 9th position, went on to win the race. But he did not lead the most laps. He did not dominate that race. The driver who dominated the race, Johnny Zod, failed to win the race. He got passed in the final few laps. Diego Yepes has been absolutely dominating this race. But you got Zachary DeLello, a hungry number 57. Brady Burkhart in the 99 looking to get that 3rd win early and give him even more chase points. They are right now in 2nd and 3rd. These guys, any of them, could stop Diego. There's a spin. I heard some spinning. Caution is out. That's Nathan Stapleton. They're all going to miss it. Carter Friesen gets in it, as well as Alex Kraft. Back in might have been Mike Cook. Kalen Nosler runs into the back of Paul Jackson. But Friesen and Stapleton are now both out of this one. And Diego Yepes is going to be caught again by the field. Alex Kraft might have gotten a piece. Kalen Nosler, Paul Jackson, I know both of them had a piece of it. Anderson Reed, where is Reed? Reed has been moving his way on through. Peter Onjak's kind of dropping back. Tip Foster, all the Onjato trucks kind of staying close together, but Bowers is the one moving his way on up. But right now, Diego Yepes in the 77 has been your race leader. Brady Burkhart and Zachary DeLello, 2nd, 3rd, Gibson and Porta, 2 drivers looking to win to get into the chase right there as well. But it looks like, yeah, there's not going to be that big of a stack up this time, which is good. But Carter Friesen's truck destroyed in that number 91. He was 7th in points coming into this race, and that's going to most likely put him at least outside of the top 10. You got Nathan Stapleton back here. He has missed 2 races this season. Though Stapleton is 23rd in points, he has missed 2 races, but he is still eligible for the Chase Championship. If he could somehow get inside the top 20 and win a race, he competed for every race this season. He just did not make every race. And what is this? You see further back, Blake Maurice in the 11. Is he staying out? Blake is going to play some insane strategy here if he's staying out. But Yepes, Burkhart, DeLello, Gibson, they're all coming in. Blake Maurice will stay out on track. He is locked into the championship. He has the win, but he's 8th in points. That could shake up the standings even more, especially if he runs out. No one else will stay out. So Blake, either he's going for a bonus point or he's going to be a sitting duck. But Diego leads us in. Brady already pulled out. You see how far Brady's pit box is back. Most tracks have them where first will start on the first pit box and it'll go down the line how you started. Brady started so far back and he's up in the 2nd position. A great run by him today, but his pit stops are going to come down. Anyone taking 2 tires? Will anyone take 4 tires? Most people will take 4 tires, obviously. But will anyone do that strategy, take 2 tires? Does not look like anyone will. But Brady Burkhart, could he beat them out? No, Yepes will beat him out. Burkhart Porta is going to be 3rd. He beats DeLello off. Gibson, Jefferson, Curtis, Cloud, Burkhart, and Jose Perez into the top 10 is what I see. Ryan Butcher, some problems on his pit stop. That's going to cost him many, many spots. The rest of the field comes back on out. Kalen Nosler there repairing some more damage to that 02 truck, but he will be able to get himself back in. As we look at the field, yes, Colton Lane has retired from the race, as well as Carter Friesen and Nathan Stapleton, but Blake Maurice playing a very, very interesting strategy in that number 11, the PS4 number 11. This could be interesting to see what he'll do this race. But there's Brady Burkhart. Looks like, yeah, Yepes did beat him out. Of course, you saw that on the race off pit road screen. But as they come on out, Diego in that 77, he's looking to try to win this race, but these guys are going to have to contend with a very slow Blake Maurice as they do so. You see all the bright orange Honjado Dodges, they're all up here. Carson Bowers, Anderson Reed, Peter Onjak, Dip Foster a little further back. Maybe it's because he's not in the orange truck, but Peter Onjak has really fallen off a cliff this race. We will have 33 trucks still on the field. Nathan Stapleton, Carter Friesen, the 2nd crash today at Pocono. But Blake Maurice was the one that gets into the back of the 80 here, and Stapleton just goes up into the wall, and he spins around, but he's going to try. He locks it down, he turns around, and Friesen just is way too high on the track. Runs right into the side of him, and it was Carter Friesen here. As you see, he goes real wide. Even Foster and Kraft were giving him some room. Kraft gets a piece of it, as well as Mike Cook right there at the end. But on board with Carter Friesen on the bumper cam here, you just see the smoke ahead, but he tried to get down. I don't know what he was doing, but it looks like he might have gotten into some oil or something and went right up the track, slid right up. And on board here with Jake Galloway on the Racing Group number 30 truck. Carter, you see just a little high up there, and he just runs right into the side of him. Just the front gets demolished in that 91. But we are under the caution for the 2nd time today. Blake Maurice, Nathan Stapleton tangle brings Carter Friesen into the mix. Bring guys back to the action after this. Lights on the pace truck have gone out. Diego Yepes, issues on the 77. He's coasting his way around. It looks like a loss of power to Diego Yepes. And you see the gap there, I guess, those guys waiting up for Diego. But it does not look like he's going to be even able to make it back around. He's at 15 miles an hour. And there's no power in that 77. So that's going to be Blake Maurice in the race lead. And this is a beautiful points position now for both Brady Burkhart and Zachary DeLello. But as we're coming back to this restart, Matty Porta sits 3rd. He's 11th in points. And if he wins, he's in the chase. DJ Gibson, 9th in points. If he wins, he could be in the chase. You also have DJ Curtis just trying to win for his own power to try to put himself up there for a top prospect next season for DYI. You got Logan Cloud. He's also back there just outside of the top 20. A win could propel him even inside of it. Diego Yepes, the 77, is now about to stall. at the entrance to pit road, and he's back in his pit box. So the field will line back up. Other drivers up here. Matthew Eves, he's looking for that run. Jose Perez and Alex Benyako, they're running just for their own thing. Gatlin Downey, he started 36th. The 36th to win would be amazing. He's still pretty far back. And Eli Bright looking to stay inside the top 20. Carson Bowers, Anderson Reed, Jacob Edson, Larry Hagan, and a bunch more drivers looking to win this race. Blake Maurice did not come down pit road. He has 12-lap-old tires compared to everyone on fresh tires. This is going to be an insane restart. Coming down to take the green flag. We have 14 to go. Green flag is in the air at Pocono. And that is the pace truck. Brady Burkhart jumps down. Many trucks going to jump out of line. Jefferson, Cloud, Morris, and Bright. The first one's Matty Porta is going to get aggressive in that Jones Racing Inc. number 20. He's looking for a race victory. Now, Brady Burkhart in second. Here comes Jay Jefferson in that 48. He pushes that 53 up the track. Now, Brady is right on the back bumper of Blake. Down the back straightaway they go. And we're down to just, I believe, 32 trucks. There is a problem. The clutch left out on Diego, as well as the battery shutting off. He had no power in that truck, so we're down to 32 trucks left in this race. Blake, you see that lack of grip on those old tires. He walks it all the way up the track. He has to get to the bottom, though, to try to pit. So before he runs out of gas in just maybe 2 or 3 laps, he really has to watch himself. Up the track, Jay Jefferson pushes Porta. Porta was already in the wall once today. I don't think he wants any more of that, but here comes Brady. He's going to go for the race lead. Coming down 13 to go at Pocono, and Brady Burkhart's going to take the lead. He led that lap, but Blake's fighting back on that outside. Zachary DeLello, Jay Jefferson, look at Logan Cloud in this 42. He's up there. Will DeLello look for a move? Cloud moves Jefferson up the track. Here comes Logan Cloud in that 92. He's looking for it, but 2 of the big 3 that are remaining. Now Zachary DeLello on the back bumper of Brady. Down the back straightaway, all 32 trucks still rushing off of the corner. A very far gap between them. Now Cloud is going to try to get around Maurice. He has no draft whatsoever, though, with DJ Gibson being so far back. Now Jay Jefferson, Matty Porta, DJ Gibson going 3 wide. Contact between Porta and Jefferson. What a save by both of them! Jefferson and Porta, they were almost in the grass and they saved it. Look at Jose Perez. He's inside the top 10. They're going 3 wide again. This is insane here in the closing stages. Downey and Edson up the track. They make some contact. Eves through the middle, but Burkhart and DeLello starting to pull away from the field. Logan Cloud is into third. DJ Gibson, you got Blake Maurice for the remainder of your top 5, but now it looks like the top 8, top 9 are about to get spread out. Does DeLello have anything for Brady? These guys, where they pit, they will be at the very edge of their pit window. DeLello to the inside. He moved Brady up the track, and here comes DeLello. He's going for the race lead. He will pull around Brady and give the lead now to Zachary Racing. Zachary DeLello, he's still looking for his first career win. Can he get it today? Brady, this is his and Brandon's and Blake's and Aiden's, all of their home track, their home state track. All 4 of them grew up in the same town in Pennsylvania, and now they are fighting for the win. Brady looking back to the inside. What would it mean to get a win in front of his hometown crowd? Zachary DeLello in the 57 now. He's going to pull back around in that Applebee's Ford, and he's going to remain in the race lead. DJ Gibson up to 3rd, Logan Cloud 4th. Both of those drivers winning could put them in a chance for a championship. That is what is on the line for most of these drivers. But Zachary DeLello and Brady Burkhart, they sit 8 and 20 points out behind Diego Yepes, respectively. Diego is 32nd. I believe he has captured the most laps led, and he should and he got the bonus point for laps led. So he's getting about 6 or 7 points for 33rd position. DeLello and Burkhart could come out with a 30-plus gap over Diego. If DeLello wins this race, he will most definitely be the points leader. Brady, though, shoots back to the inside. That's giving him the race lead. Porta back to 6th. Burkhart 7th. Look at Jose Perez in 8th. Brandon Morris 9th. Alex Benyako 10th. Eli Bright, he's looking to remain inside the top 20 in points. He started real far back. Where did he come from? Anderson Reed is up here in this 04. You also have Carson Bowers, Peter Onjak trying to move their way up. Tib Foster struggling in the 40. There's Mike Cook now into the back of Ryan Butcher. Blake Maurice, he's going to be back out in front of these guys. Will they get up to speed by the time he gets down there? It looks like he might be able to, but now Zachary DeLello, DJ Gibson, and Logan Cloud are going to team up against Brady Burkhart. Now give the lead 1-2 to Zachary Racing, but here comes Gibson. What does Zachary DeLello do? If it's him versus Gibson on the final lap right away, DeLello, he's looking for a regular season championship, looking to win, has never won a race. But if DJ Gibson wins this race, that could lock him into a championship. That'll be something tough to see between an owner and a driver. But now Logan Cloud in third, Jay Jefferson fourth, Brady Burkhardt fifth. The top three have not won in the Crown Royal Truck Series. Two of these drivers have not won in any of the two top series. DJ Gibson, of course, 2 wins last season. His engine gave out at the end of Kansas to cost him a championship. Brady Burkhardt now drops back. But DeLello, Gibson, and Cloud, we're coming down to 9 to go here at Pocono. Who will win it? The rest of the field kind of spread out further back. There's a pack of trucks back there. Blake in this 11, he should be lapping quick enough that he might not be an issue. There's Jay Jefferson, the Texas Star Racing 48. TSR has gone to victory lane twice the past 2 weeks. One with Jay, one with Eli Bright. Could they go 3 in a row and make it the best run for a team in the history of the NSDCA? Brady Burkhardt fifth, side by side further back. Cloud's going to make a move, but side by side further back is Jose Perez, Aiden Burkhardt, Brandon Morris. There you see Alex Banyaka. Matthew Eves is trying to make something happen. Anderson Reed, a top 15, could even save Anjato at this point. You also have Onjak and Bowers sitting further back. They're just hoping no more cautions. Tim Foster in the 40 as well. But the top 5 battling. Cloud did not get it done. Now Jefferson dives to the inside of Cloud. That's going to be for the 3rd position, and he's going to take it. Now Brady Burkhardt in the 99. He's going to look to the inside of Cloud. That's side by side for the 4th spot now, as Zachary DeLello is only 8 laps away from his first career victory. But now he's going to have to battle with one of the hottest drivers in the series at this point, Jay Jefferson in this 48 team. They have dug themselves out of a hole. Last season, it was not very strong for the 21 team, only notching that 1 win. They moved to the 48, and now they are showing some dominance. Cloud dives back to the inside, but now DJ Gibson and Zachary DeLello. If I was both of them, team up, go single file, drive your way to maybe the white flag and go for it. No, Gibson wants it now. He looks to the inside, but DeLello pulls away. This is going to be a showdown if we can stay green the remaining laps. Where did Jose Perez come from? He sits 6th. What a run by Gatlin Downey Incorporated this season. And now Jose, he's looking for what happened at Chicagoland to happen to him. Jay Jefferson was back in the 5th position with just a few laps to go. He went up there and stole it from Jose. Can Jose go up there and win this race? Brandon Morris is also in the hunt for a championship as well, and he could get some regular season points. The number 6 is only 21 points back from the points lead. Paul Jackson, he sits 25 back. He's all the way back in about 25th, 26th position. Now, Zachary DeLello, DJ Gibson going after it. Logan Cloud, he almost won this race. He could have won this race in the Mountain Dew Custom Series last season. There you see Blake Maurice. He's about half a straightaway down. I think that's too far for any draft to happen. Looking further back, Anderson Reed has put that 04 into 11th. He's trying to hang on. Gatlin Downey in this 19 from 36th to 13th today. And now Matthew Eves to the inside of Anderson Reed. Reed's going to throw the block on him, but if Eves wrecks that truck, that could be some heavy damages that Anjata will put to him. There's Carson Bowers. Now Peter Onjak has really dropped further back, but Bowers and Reed starting to gain up. Aiden Burkhardt pretty slow. Brandon Morris is into the 6th spot. They're still battling up here inside the top 5, and we're coming down to 6 to go. Jay Jefferson's going to push Gibson. What a run they have off the corner, and Gibson's going to go for the race lead down the front straightaway. The field's starting to get single file further back, but DJ Gibson wants this race lead away from his team owner, Zachary DeLello. It's not going to happen. Jefferson using the outside. Gibson is now going to push his way. He tries the slide job. Can he make it work? And yes, he will. Burkhardt into 4th, Cloud back to 5th, but Gibson using the momentum off of the corner. This is a battle for the ages here at Pocono. There's Blake Maurice. He's just entering the corner. These guys might be a little bit faster than him, but still, that 11 truck is so fast in regular races, he shouldn't be an issue. DJ Gibson now pushes up the track. DeLello went wide. Give the race lead now to DJ Gibson. Here comes Brady Burkhardt in that 99. He wants 2nd position. You got Logan Cloud in the 92. Everyone's fighting for these spots. And Cloud now going to be on the back bumper. Jefferson drops back to 5th. This is just what was happening at Chicagoland. One driver got out ahead. Jay Jefferson fought his way through the few trucks that were ahead of him. He went on to win this race. Could he go 2 in a row? 3 in a row for Texas Star Racing. 2 in a row at Speedways for this race win. And now Brandon Morris 6th, Jose Perez 7th. Brady's going to dive to the inside. Cloud tried to make it 3 wide up the middle. Not going to happen. Zachary Racing still 1-2. Even if they don't win, even if DeLello doesn't win. With Gibson winning, that could be great. Will we see DeLello block and try to give DJ Gibson that win, or will we see DeLello just try to hang on over everyone else? We'll go to the helicopter cam of the top 5 as you watch him work through the tunnel turn. Cloud walks it up the track. Gibson's going to have a nice exit, but DeLello's going to fight back with Brady, Jefferson, and Cloud side by side. This is a battle. We're going to come down to 4 laps to go this time by. Burkhart looks for another move. The Zachary Racing Fords are strong. Jefferson drops back. Now Burkhart's going to lose some momentum through the corner. Here comes Logan Cloud. He has DNF'd 4 times this season. That's why he's 22nd in points for GoDaddy. GoDaddy has DNF'd almost 10 times in total, and they're up in 4th looking for a win. But now Gibson and DeLello pulling away, trying to. Caution is out here at Pocono. That might be the race for DJ Gibson. And it's DJ Curtis blowing up. Eli Bright has damage. Alex Kraft is off of the back of the pack. But DJ Curtis might have just won this race and gotten what he was deserved from last season at Pocono. Oh my gosh, if we have anything, it might be a 1-lap dash. But if we set up for a 1-lap dash, will anyone go down? It's a bit of a stack up back there. Matthew Eves and Jacob Edson get some damage. Anderson Reed comes out almost scot-free. Maybe that was his strategy to take out the 83. But of course, everyone making it back around. DJ Curtis has no power in that 32-13. He's done. Blake Maurice in 32nd. He's going to be able to stay on the lead lap. But now the question is, if you think there's going to be a 1-lap dash, do you pit? There's no need to pit. These guys can make it to the end now on their fuel and tires. But do you pit? Try to gain some spots, especially if you're in the back. And I mean, even if you're without a win. Matthew Eves, there's some terminal damage to the 83. He's going to have to drop down pit road, and that's going to be the end of his day, most likely, because he's down on the apron. Some heavy damage. He's saying that there is a problem with the engine right now. It's not firing properly, so it looks like they're going to have to go repair that. Will Jacob Edson dive in as well? And no, Edson will stay out. So Matthew Eves, that stack up, and that's going to cost the Shade Burkhart owner. And the 83, that pretty much throws his championship hopes away. He's going to have to wish for a miracle. But DJ Gibson in this 53, Zachary DeLello in the 57. We'll see if the lights on the pace truck will go out next time by. And if they do, there will be a 1-lap dash. If they don't, the race will be over and DJ Gibson might be your winner. Let's go ahead and check and see what happened. DJ Curtis and it looks like Eli Bright, Alex Kraft all got together somewhere. And looking at DJ Curtis here, he was one of the first drivers that is out of this race. But maybe Paul Jackson gets it. No, it just gives up on him. So it looks like the engine or something gave up on the 13 truck, and he just blows smoke down the front stretch. Looking back here at Alex Kraft, though, maybe it was Ryan Butcher. And yes, Butcher just drives into the corner right in the back and pretty much through the number 7. Eli Bright's not even a part of it. So Eli has some damage from an earlier incident, it looks like. But slowing it down here, Alex Kraft just has Ryan Butcher on the back of him. I guess Ryan did not think that he was going to slow down that earlier, or Ryan was trying to outbrake him, runs right into the back of the number 7. And for the 6th time in 9 races this season, Sauber is in a crash. So this is a very heartbreaking season for the Sauber Racing team. Can be interesting to see what they'll be doing this offseason. But we'll go on out the back bumper of Kraft here. You see Ryan Butcher. He just drives it on in and just keeps going a little faster and turns the 7. So we'll get you guys back to the finish of the Hershey's 300 right after this. And the lights on the pace truck did not go out on lap number 39. Coming to the white flag here at Pocono, and DJ Gibson and his equipment just has to last for another 2.5 miles. Matthew Eves in that 83, there's something horribly wrong, and he's just trying to make it to the end. And the 83, pretty much his day done. But DJ Gibson, he sat 9th in points coming into this race. If he gets this win, that will put him in a pretty much locked-in spot. But with Blake Maurice, where he finished, that puts Blake into or outside of the top 8, and that makes him one of the 2 wildcard holders with Eli Bright, assuming that Eli is still part of this championship. He finished pretty far back as well. But Zachary DeLello will come out of this race your points leader as long as he makes it around, and Brady Burkhart will move himself into 2nd. Great runs for both of those guys. Logan Cloud was needing just a strong finish, a good finish, something that was a finish, because he's DNF'd a lot this season. He's going to come home with a 4th place finish, and Jay Jefferson coming home 5th. Brandon Morris 6th. Jose Perez, another beautiful top 10 run. This will be his 3rd top 10 in 8 races this season for a brand new team. Outstanding for Gatlin Downey. Aiden Burkhart's going to come home 8th. Matty Porta 9th, and Alex Bignacco a solid top 10. Anderson Reed, he started way back in the pack. He's going to come home 11th. Jacob Edson, your defending winner, he will finish 12th. Gatlin Downey from 36th to 13th is not a bad day at all. And in 14th is Carson Bowers. 15th, Tib Foster on Giotto. This is the race they needed to get out of bankruptcy and get in to the positives and have a great day, and it looks like all 4 trucks are going to come home with finishes. Tib Foster 15th. That could propel him a little bit further high in the standings. Paul Jackson comes home 16th. A pretty bad day for him in his standards. 17th, Alexander Rowe. 18th, Larry Hagan. 19th, Sebastian Kukulon. 20th, Peter Onjak. But DJ Gibson gets to rejoice. He is now in the chase for a championship. He wins at Pocono. What a great day for Zachary Racing. Their first 1-2 finish in the history of the Crown Royal Truck Series. Great day for both of them. Zachary DeLello is going to come out your points leader. DJ Gibson puts himself into a championship. But further back, Matty Porta coming up with a good finish. These guys now are going to have to point their way in. Right now that will be on the cutoff basically is around DJ Gibson, Blake Maurice, and Eli Bright. Those 3 drivers all have wins. They could be looking at maybe falling outside of the top 8 sometime between here and Charlotte, which is the final race before the cutoff. But Peter Onjak, he comes home 20th. That's going to be a great day for him. Sebastian Kukulon, Christian Vargas comes home. Jake Galloway brings the racing group number 30 to 23rd position. AJ Jones fought his way from 24th. Mike Cook up there as well. But congratulations, DJ Gibson and Zachary Racing, especially Zachary DeLello as well. They fought off the field for the final few laps, and it will be DJ Gibson getting his first career Crown Royal Truck Series victory. He was so close last season in the Mountain Dew Custom Series here and got beat out by Anderson Reed. This time, he gets to do the burnout and go to victory lane. Thank you guys for watching the Hershey's 350 at Pocono. Another outstanding race at the Pocono Raceway with a lot of controversy, some drivers getting their championship hopes dashed, and some being renewed. DJ Gibson wins and Zachary Racing with their first career 1-2 are the storylines you'll see in the papers tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Crown Royal Truck Series at Pocono, and we will see you guys next time.